Hey, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're totally unpacking the hidden, intertwined architecture of our justice system.
Let's jump right in with a core question. How are your legal rights actually enforced in the real world?
Traditionally, law is split right down the middle. You've got the what and you've got the how. For instance, substantive law, like the Penal Code, defines the crime, while procedural law strictly dictates the trial.
Basically, procedure is meant to be the handmaid of justice, a lubricant that breathes life into your rights.
So, historically, procedure is seen as totally subservient to substance. It's really just a means to an end.
Meaning courts shouldn't use hyper-technical procedural errors to trip you up when you're just seeking justice.
Like Justice Lahode said, a wrong should never go unredeemed just because of some rigid procedural technicality.
But here's the crazy twist. This neat, clean division between substance and procedure, it's actually incredibly fragile.
Originally, you could only access substantive laws through super strict, pre-existing procedural forms of action. For over 200 years, legal experts have really struggled with this. The dividing line is incredibly murky. These rigid categories? Yeah, they completely defy the complex, intertwined reality of our modern legal system.
Which brings us to a huge question. Can substantive law even exist in a total procedural vacuum?
The answer's a hard no. A law without an enforcement mechanism is, well, practically useless.
When drafting laws, lawmakers subconsciously weave specific procedural assumptions right into the DNA of those rules.
A law's success completely relies on those procedural mechanics working exactly the way the drafters intended.
They just naturally assume specific tools, like class actions or discovery rules, will absolutely be there to enforce it.
But what happens if there's a mismatch? Using the wrong procedure totally distorts the intended justice. If unexpectedly strict procedures are applied, the original substantive mandate gets severely under-enforced. It's a huge problem.
Separating a law from its intended procedural vehicle creates a massive danger of wildly skewed enforcement.
Ultimately, that traditional dichotomy is kind of just an illusion. Substance and procedure are permanently, deeply interconnected.
So, I'll leave you with this. Are these rigid legal categories actually doing more harm than good?